Hey everybody, and welcome to this episode of Full Disclosure with Tom. Today we're going to do a quick video. We're going to talk about the difference between skeptics and debunkers in the UAP world, UFO world, and NHI world. Skeptics and debunkers are two completely different things, and a lot of people think that they are similar. Get them confused a lot, and it's important to know the difference because when you're out there doing research for yourself on this particular topic, you want to know who you can trust and who you can believe, right? So we want to go ahead and clarify the difference between the two. So hope this video helps you guys out. Do me a favor on this video today, guys. Make sure to hit that like button for me, the thumbs up down there in the bottom corner. I appreciate it. Helps the channel grow, helps new people find us out here on YouTube. And also make sure to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe is our mantra here on my other channel that we have. So I appreciate it, you guys. You guys are awesome. And make sure to have those notifications on so we don't miss out on videos, shorts, live streams when we end up doing them, and post here on the channel. All right, well, let's go ahead and dive into it, man. We'll talk about the difference between skeptics and debunkers. And again, like I said earlier, why is it important to know the difference between these two? There's a lot of information on this topic out on the internet, right? I mean, this is one of those topics that for the last 70 plus years, at least in the United States, has been a main button topic, on I guess back burner main button topic, I guess you could say. I don't want to say main topic like that because if that was the case, we'd all be talking about it all the time, right? It'd be on the news everywhere all the time, and you wouldn't have this stigma behind actually discussing it openly. The reason we have this stigma, though, is because debunkers have made everything about the topic so fantastical, so sci-fi, so impossible. And they just aren't willing, it doesn't seem to even bend. The goalpost moves for them each time. So let's go ahead and cover what the actual definitions of the two are, right? A skeptic is a person who doubts, often in the face of a majority or authority, but might often be open to considering reasonable evidence. All right. So if you put evidence right in front of them, they're gonna sway your way, possibly, right? You put some evidence right in front of them. You can show them real confirmed pictures and videos of UAP'S flying, of NHI. They might be willing to listen a little bit more, right? To some people, it's still really hard to crack that code of when you see some of these things that are out there. Man, it just looks so... Some things look so crazy. And I'm going to use that word, and I don't mean to offend anybody by using that word, but yeah, we're going to use that word. Listen, it looks so out there, right? I mean, we're talking about in the realm of things that are similar to superheroes being real. It's like it's just as fantastical in the mind, I think, for people to grasp that concept of. So, skeptics, like I said, they're people you can put a definition, we put the evidence right in front of their face. The definition, we can put the evidence right in front of their face. We can provide it to them in a respectful way. Obviously, that's how we always be respectful about how we're doing this, man, because that's how you're not gonna sway people being disrespectful to them, right? So these are ways you can do it, and doing your research, making sure you have trusted sources, trusted people on the topic. That's going to help you be more informed and be more educated on the topic as well. So you can look through the BS from skeptics and debunkers, both. All right. Now, what's the difference between the skeptic and debunker, though? That's the main thing, right? A debunker is, and deniers also, we call them deniers, debunkers. A denier is somebody, or debunker is someone who objects to a conclusion, who is closed off to the evidence, and who might move the goalpost when their arguments are refuted, right? I'm sure we've all done this with something in our life, and somebody tells us, no, I think it's the other. No, it is that. It is that, you're matter of fact about it. Listen, we've all made the mistake of doing it in the past, I'm sure. But on this topic, yeah, there's a lot of people out there that do it. We're not going to mention some of the names of the guys out there that do it because I think that's what they want, right? I want to sway you guys away from listening to guys and girls. I want to sway everyone away from listening to maybe the debunkers because they're not doing any good on the topic for us all. But at the same time, all they want is attention, right? And we don't want to mention their names. So if you guys ask me in the comments or something, we'll tell you about some to stay away from. Or if you guys ever mention one, somebody mentioned one on Twitter to me and showed me a video of somebody I happen to already have muted. And I just let him know, just be careful with this person. I'd be aware of what you're watching. It's somebody that I had already found to be putting out disinformation. So you know, you just kind of beware and stay on top of those things so you don't run into that problem. But these debunkers, man, I mean, one of the big things that we hear over the years, and we've all heard it, why don't they just land on the White House lawn? Why don't they just like land in Washington? They have. I think it was 1952. We can look it up, but 1952, I believe, is the story. We've seen, if you've watched History Channel at all, I'm sure you've seen it on Ancient Aliens or one of the shows on History Channel, or even covered in documentaries as well. Which we will do a future video about, showing you guys some good documentaries and good books to check out for this topic. But there were several that flew over the Capitol in, I believe it was 1952, seen by hundreds of witnesses. And jets were scrambled. Fighter jets were scrambled when it happened. So you could put that evidence in front of maybe a skeptic and show them, maybe they didn't know, maybe they never heard of it, maybe they were unaware. You show it to them and they're like, oh, wow, that's crazy. I never knew that actually happened, you know? And then maybe you can explain some more things and open their eyes up to the topic a little bit more. But debunkers, I mean, that was 1952, right? We're considerably past that, man. We're 82 years past that right now. And there's people that don't acknowledge that it even happened, right? So it's definitely a strange one. I mean, I guess that's the big difference, right? You could throw evidence right in front of a debunker, and they're still gonna tell you. You could throw evidence that the sky's blue right in front of their face, right? Look up and you can see. They're gonna argue with you that it's green all day long, you know. And a skeptic is more willing to listen and entertain the ideas of, you know, an intelligent discussion about the topic. So be aware. There's a lot of these out there, right? There's a lot of debunkers. There's a lot of skeptics out there. But don't beware of the skeptics. Skeptics are actually a good thing. In the scientific community, everybody should be a skeptic, right? You know, when you see something online, if you see a video or a photo or a clip or something and it looks too fantastical, too crazy, too out there to be real, well, there's a chance that it might not be. I'm not going to say that it's not real. God, I've seen things that I can't, you know, you can't explain. You see it and you know it's been confirmed as real, and you're still like, is my mind seeing this? You know, is my consciousness like how is this interpreting? But yeah, man, I think just be careful. Do your research. When you find a person out there, you guys can always, if you find somebody and want to mention them in the comments, a writer, a videographer, a documentarian, somebody that's covering the topic, a ufologist, just anybody in that community, mention them in the comments to me. I'll tell you if it's somebody I know of or anything I've heard already or anything. I've been doing this a couple of years now, pretty deep with a lot of the people in the community, and so I think I know a good bit of the debunkers and stuff out there. But skeptics are good, man. Everything in science you need to be skeptical, right? If somebody tells you something, the scientific way is never to just go, yep, you're right. I mean, that's just not science, right? You gotta test theories to make sure that theories work, and then prove theories, right? If you don't prove the theory, then it never comes to be. So you have to be a skeptic in order to prove a theory. So skeptics are a good thing. Keep that in mind. And just have an open mind while you're out there reading things, you know? I mean, I've read everything from... I was watching a documentary yesterday. My daughter and I were watching it about CE5 meditation. And we're going to make a video here in the next couple weeks showing you guys, talking about what CE5 meditation is. Can you actually contact NHIs with it? You know, non-human intelligence? And can you have an experience as a result of it? And then I'll give you a guided meditation walkthrough for it as well. We'll provide on the channel also for it. But man, I was watching a documentary on Amazon about it yesterday. We were watching by Dr. Stephen Greer, where he was interviewed in it. He wasn't by him, and it was really interesting. But there was a man in it who had gone out to one of the group's meetings out in the desert and out in Arizona, and he had an experience after leaving the meditation about 1:15 in the morning. I think the time he said was about 1:15 in the morning, and he got a calling to head back out to the desert. Ended up meeting an extraterrestrial in the desert and spending all evening playing hide and go seek and asking questions. And he healed his ear problem he'd had for 70 plus years. This man. This is the story. I'm just telling you the story that's in this documentary. It sounds fantastical, right? You watch it though, man. The people seem very sincere. Like, it really genuinely happened. And I think you just need to have an open mind to a lot of these things. So I hope this video helps you guys out. I hope you enjoy it. The next one we're going to do is going to be about angels and demons. Angels and demons and how they relate possibly to what people might have actually been seeing back in the day, you know? Religion and all that. Is it really religion, or was it possibly UAPs and NHI? So we're going to have a deep discussion on that one for the next video. Hope this video helps you guys out. Do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel for me. Subscribe. Always have those notifications on so you don't miss out on videos, shorts, live streams, and posts. And most importantly, it's Christmas week, you guys. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Happy holidays. Hope you guys enjoy it. Have a safe and happy holiday. And we'll see you for the Angels and Demons video here next week. Because I didn't figure Christmas week was let's put it out after Christmas, at least for that one. You guys have a great holiday, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, everybody. Peace.